Ready? Welcome back, everyone, to a new episode of Red Flags, Green Flags, Modern Psychology for Everyday Drama. In this series, we are talking about modern dating and the hardships and uncertainties many people experience in the dating world, especially when it comes to online dating, finding a long-term partner, or dealing with toxic behaviors. Modern dating has become a maze for many people. Some even refer to it as a snake pit due to continuously experiencing bad experiences or being disappointed by online encounters in the real world. Many people have even decided to give up on dating. Red flags in dating, therefore, has become a hot topic nowadays. Also because we see so much of it on social media and popular TV shows, and even in our pop culture. And because we live in a rapidly changing and digital world with countless of options at our disposal, people nowadays are quick to judge and label something as a red flag. Bye bitch next has become the mindset in today's dating world, dismissing anyone when things become even slightly challenging or even uninteresting. But if we are so quick to judge others, who says we really know ourselves good enough to find a suitable partner or to know when we are actually the red flag? In today's podcast, I'll be speaking with Sumana Amar, a hospitality executive here in Dubai, and also a life and leadership coach who has recently published a book about self-leadership and self-discovery. In our conversation today, we will focus on how to become more reflective of yourself in general, but also in dating. Together, we will also answer some of the questions my followers on social media have about dating as well. So welcome, Sumana. Such a pleasure to have you here on my show today. Maybe we can start by telling the audience a little bit more about yourself and what you do.
Of course, it's super exciting to be here today. Well, actually, I am a hospitality executive, but I believe in coaching, in anything in life. I believe everybody needs a coach or a mentor. So I took time to get coached myself and also to be accredited as a strength coach. So it's actually the coaching with applied positive psychology, where you really focus on your own strengths and how you can develop them. And if you have any areas of development, you're able to work towards that if they're hindering you for your future. This has all come into play when I ask myself the question, without your job title, who are you? Which is the title of my book.
Yeah.
And the question on the book, when I first announced about it before publishing the book, everybody was like, this question is addressed to them. So it's actually addressed to me and to them, because the book was kind of a journey of my own self-reflection of what do I represent and who I am, in addition to the ways that I used in order for me to get to know myself more and live more of a purposeful life. So I believe in purposeful possibilities in life, and you can really unleash your potential. And you don't have to be one thing. You can be labeled as too many things, and maybe without even any labels, you can decide who you want and what do you want to do in your life.
Beautiful.
So this is in a nutshell a little bit about who I am and why I worked on the book as part of my own self-discovery.
Amazing. I love how you mentioned, like, we don't have to have one label in life. We could be multiple things. Mm-hmm. And sometimes, the label that we put on our head, especially our professional label, can hold us sometimes back from exploring the other sides of ourselves,
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely.
And so you kind of, your other, so besides being an hotel executive, you kind of want to help people, and you see yourself as more of a life coach nowadays.
Yes, absolutely. I believe this is like my purpose, and then anything that I do or anything that I kind of act on feeds into wanting people to really unleash their potential.
Beautiful.
So I always believe is like leave anybody better than you found them, whether it's a conversation with somebody, whether it's a coaching session, or any interaction that you live with other people. It is a ripple effect. You don't really know how much you could be helping that person to take the next decision of their life.
Right.
And that's something that really fuels me in.
Nice.
In the book, I speak about the concept of us being like a Rubik's Cube. Mm-hmm. We're as simple and as complex as we can be.
Right.
So everybody is a Rubik's Cube on their own, and they can continue to solve that Rubik's Cube and continue to be as colorful as they are and as playful as they are in their life to really live the best life that they aspire to live.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. So let me ask you this question then. Why is it important to know more about yourself?
You're leading your life. So if you're unable to know more about yourself, you're basically impacting every single relationship that you have around you. And the first one is with yourself.
Yeah.
Why do you do the things that you do? What were things that have happened in your life that has made you the person that who you are? As a human being, it's very important that you kind of leave a little bit of a legacy. I'm not saying legacy as in famous, but an impact for those who are around you. Being a leader myself in the job that I do, it was very important to kind of practice self-leadership on myself first before I practice it on others.
So before you lead others, lead yourself first,
Absolutely.
right? Yeah,
So
beautiful.
for me, it is self-leadership is kind of an intuitive way of having more self-awareness. And with more self-awareness, you're able to basically lead other people.
Right.
So that's kind of the formula that I believe in.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, helping others is just, you know, we can always think about ourselves and becoming famous or getting richer and whatnot.
Yes.
But once we reach that stage in our lives, it's interesting. I also had a conversation today with someone where I kind of asked, like, what drives you? Like,
Yes.
you're a professional, you're a high performing individual. You know, what drives you now to want to start giving back? And this is like, I've reached this phase in my life that it's not about me anymore. It's about the other person.
Absolutely.
And yeah,
Absolutely.
beautiful. Hey, so I have a question for you in terms of self-discovery, because you talk about this, you provide people tools in your book. What have you discovered about yourself? Maybe as you were writing this book or throughout life, but maybe share with us a little bit what you've discovered about yourself, you know, that you know, now has come like an awareness point for you.
Absolutely. Oh, so many things. Actually, my book was kind of a transformational cycle in my life. And although the book was a result of me going through a coaching with a coach myself, so I was able to identify what are my personal values, what are the beliefs that I have really carried throughout the years that hinder me from wanting to be or achieve things that I want. But there are two big highlights in my book that I speak about. And one, I call it the authenticity crisis.